Hey everybody, it's Sirius313 and I'm back again with another basic car install. Today we're going to be doing, by special request, the Chevy Tahoe. This thing is amazing. So you can find it on lcpdfr.com. I will definitely have the link below if you want to get this vehicle. But this is by Captain 14, and guys, it truly is one of the best customizable vehicles that you can get for your game. So if you look here, he talks about how he has multiple light bars. Yeah, this actually comes with different shapes of light bars that you can do. Once again, we always check our reviews, comments, just to see if there's any issues. Everybody seems to love this thing. So let's go ahead and get into it. You would just go to download this file. You download it, but I already did that for your convenience. Forgive the mess on the desktop. I am in the middle of updating everything to Rage 40 and the new version. So I haven't done that yet, but I've been getting everything ready, so everything's just a mess. But first thing we're going to do is go to our copies of cars, and we'll go ahead and copy it into the install folder. Remember, we like to use a clean install folder just so you have all your stuff, organized. So we'll go extract here. Alright, what's really cool about this is that it does have all blue light texture, and I am going to teach you guys how to change out the light bar. So that would be something you definitely don't want to miss. So let's check the README. That's the first thing we want to do, and it's pretty straightforward. This is a basic car install, which means that it is just a replacement. It is not moving into the more advanced stuff of car variation, meta, and vehicle meta, where you actually have to copy and paste configuration code into the files. We will get to that though. I think our next car will probably have that. So it says place all Sheriff 2 files into GTA 5 mods, this particular direction right here, this path. Now, we are not going to do this path because this is going in the same slot that we put the Ford FPIU in, the utility vehicle, in Sheriff 2, and that was in patch day 3NG, so we're going to stick with that. So let's go ahead and get Open 4 opened up. We'll just move that over. We'll get situated here. I hope you guys have really been enjoying this series of tutorials. A lot of you guys have been giving me requests, and I've been having some fun fulfilling those requests, and I still have a bunch left that I'm going to do. Alright, so first things first, if we're installing this for the first time, you're going to go into Update, you're going to go into X64 DLC Pack, and go into Patch Day 3NG, okay? But since we already have this, and you should too if you did the other update, we'll go into Update 64 DLC Pack, Patch Day 3NG, and it's right there. And as usual, I'm going to go ahead and put it down on the bottom of the screen. That way you have it right about here. So we want to look for it. We go Sheriff 2. We got all the files right there. We're going to go into edit mode. Now this is very important. If you follow my tutorials, we always back up the original files. So you right click it, you just save content, export, and you'll see that I hit desktop, and I got backup right here. So we'll go select folder, and now in our backup folder we have all the original files to be able to fix that vehicle back if it should break. So now I'm confident that we're just going to come over here, we'll grab Sheriff files. We'll just drag them over, and you can see that right now it changed over. On the YFT, you can double click. Now this is interesting because you can't see the vehicle, but you do know it's changed. I could sit here and zoom in and zoom in. It'll take an hour. I don't know why it does that. But the important thing is we know that it's in there. So, light bar. Same thing as with the textures and the skins. You're just going to right click the YTD, edit. And now we can see the light bars. So each one of these is a different light bar. So we're probably just going to replace, we'll do this one. And you'll just have to go through these one by one. So how I usually do this is we'll go into the textures. And you can tell that these ones have blue, 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 blue. You see how it's got blue, red, it's mixed. So depending on what you want to do, we're going to go ahead and do, let's see, we'll do this one. So how I would normally do this is I would grab this out, I'll export it. Let's move this over. So we'll do this, we'll do export all textures that are checked. Select file format. Actually, we'll go ahead and do this one. Let's see. So we'll do, usually these are done in a PNG file. So we'll just put it right with our backup stuff. Select the folder. Now this is helpful if you know that you want to go from blue to blue, red to red, or red and blue, just depending. So this does take a little bit of time. Hopefully it doesn't break. So we're going to check our folder real quick of, where is it here? Oh. So I want to check the backup folder and just make sure that it went through. So in the backup folder, it did come through. It pulled out most of the textures there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and replace this one right here. So we'll just hit replace. And we will look into our install folder. We don't have to go looking around because we know we're doing our work through the install folder. So here are our light bars. And then we'll just hit this and we'll hit open. And now it changed, see? So then we just hit save. Come on, hit save. Just a second ago I messed up. I didn't hit export selected. I hit export all. I didn't mean to do that, but oh well. So now we should have a working Chevy Tahoe with the blue light bar. Well, at least one of them will be blue. Alright, I'm going to go ahead, fire up the game, and I'll see you there. Alright guys, here we are. We are outside of Franklin's house, just about to hit F3, open up the simple trainer. Make sure no cars are coming. So I'm going to go to vehicle spawn. We're going to go emergency. And it'll be in the sheriff SUV slot. I just don't want to get hit. Because you never know where these things are going to spawn. Alright, there it is. So let's take a look at this bad boy. Like I said, I love this vehicle. The skin is nice and there's tons of skins for it. So if we light up right now, we have all blues on the bar. Keep in mind, the other lights are blue and red because there's different setups. So, let's check this out. I told you it was customizable. So, we got the components menu. And let's take a look at what we got. So, one gives us, let's go ahead and get rid of this light bar. So, you got the slick top version right here with lights. This gives us the Argent bar. A lot of people like this bar. I'm not a big fan of that one, so let's go ahead and get rid of them. Oh. Try to get rid of them. Alright, now we got this new one here. This one I probably need to increase the bloom. Alright, so if we go slick top, then we got the under the visors. And you can turn these blue as well. Then if you look, we got the spotlight. We got the ram bar, the wraparound on the ram bar. I mean, there's so many things that you can do with this vehicle. The inside is not shabby at all either. Got a nice computer, good interior, working gauges. You can see the spotlight, which is pretty cool. Alright guys, that's the Chevy Tahoe 2015 by Captain 14. So go ahead and be out of game. 2015. All right, guys, we're back in. Just a reminder: 14. If you want to be able to go ahead replace the vehicle with the original files, I'm not going to do it, but I will show you how to do it. You're going to go to the file path where we put it in. I already have it pulled up, and you'll get your stuff just like normal. And you'll go into your backup folder, and you'll just grab these. You'll hit edit mode. You'll drag and drop, and then the Sheriff 2. The Tahoe will be gone and you'll be back to the stock Granger. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Definitely got a lot more. You guys have been requesting sirens. We got gun sounds, engine sounds. Someone wanted to see the McLaren. I definitely got a ton of different vehicles. Make sure that you like the videos for me. Share the videos. Make sure that you leave comments and requests. I'm pretty active down on the in the comments section of the channel. Yeah, and don't be afraid to say hi. Well, alright guys, this is going to do it for me. Off to the next video. So, Serious313, and I'm out.